Thank you, Jackie. Let's begin. Thank you, Andrew. Let's begin with a scale. On a scale of really sad emoji, really to really happy emoji, how did you successful do you feel so far? I know we're only 11 days in to 2023. Go ahead and type in the chat a number in the chat. How successful do you feel so far in 2023? Go ahead and type a number in the chat. Oh, so we have 4, 5, 3, 4. Wow, already 11 days in and we're feeling pretty good. I'm seeing a lot of 4s and 5s, Jackie. That's awesome. Go ahead and type a number in the chat. How successful do you feel so far in 2023? As you are joining us, welcome. Everybody putting a number into the chat. How successful do they feel so far in 2023? So it looks like many of us are feeling successful already. Whether we're feeling, not so successful right now, or we're feeling great so far, we can all work on ensuring our success will last the entire year. That's why we're here today, right? So welcome to What's Your 2023 Game Plan? Turn New Year's resolutions into an epic evolution. My name is Tree Fam with Dale Carnegie. I will be the main facilitator for a short 60 minutes workshop today. Joining us today are also my team members from Dale Carnegie, so you will hear from them from time to time. They're also on camera, so feel free to say hi to everybody. Everybody,
hello.
Right now. Yeah, hello. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, Andy. Raise your hand, everybody. Raise your hand if you already worked out this morning. It's okay if you didn't. I didn't work out. So Jackie, you did your yoga, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, keep your hands up if you already worked out this morning. Morning, Amy. Morning. Oh, Jake worked out this morning. That's awesome, Jake. Whether you have worked out this morning or not, let's make sure everybody here is ready for this workshop. So everybody, please watch me. Everybody, shake your left wrist real quick. Everybody, shake your left wrist. There you go. Chris is shaking. Jane is shaking her left wrist. Keep shaking your wrist, everybody. Nod your head if you're excited about 2023. Keep shaking your wrist and nod your head. Yeah, nod your head if you want to be more successful in 2023. Yeah. Okay, everybody watch me make a fist with your hand and then put it to your cheek. Put it to your cheek, everybody. Steph is like, that's not my cheek. Where is your cheek, everybody? Yeah, right here, right? The art of learning is the art of remembering. And the art of remembering is the art of paying attention. We recommend that at this time, feel free to pull out a piece of paper or open up a Word document so you can take notes, right? We know that we forget 50% of what we learn within the first hour of learning it. So we want to take some notes today. The value that we are providing today is that you will walk away with a strategy on how to be more successful in 2023, and we recommend that you take some notes. And just FYI, before moving on, you are joining us unmuted, so feel free to mute yourself unless you have a comment or something that you want to address to the group. Thank you all for doing that. So our mission today, there was some brief music coming in and out. So our mission today is making 2023 the best year yet. Type yes if you're in. Type yes if you're in and making 2023. Type yes in the chat to make 2023 the best year yet. Awesome. That's why we're here, right? We want to become more successful, happier, healthier version of ourselves in 2023. Steph is in, Amy is in, Sarah is in. Great. So we'll do that by talking about the following today. Well, first, we'll develop a winning strategy for 2023, draft and share our visions of success to make 2023 our best year yet, identify which Dale Carnegie's 5 drivers of success that would help us reach our vision, and understanding the impact of the Dale Carnegie Course program on your professional growth from the participant's point of view. Go ahead and type a number in the chat, everybody, of which objective is most interesting to you. Go ahead and type a number in the chat. Which of these objectives is most interesting to you? Okay, so Whitney is about, she wanted to hear what are the skills, the drivers that the Dale Carnegie Course program has to offer for me to achieve my visions. Yeah, that's what that number one is the first thing we'll be doing today, Anthony. Yeah.
Okay.
Number yeah. Number two, we'll get a chance to draft and share our visions of success. And Anthony also wrote four. On number four, we have two amazing past graduates joining us today who have recently completed their own Dale Carnegie Course program, and we'll get a chance to hear from them later during our sessions today. The good news is we get a chance to cover all these four. Winston Churchill says, the further backward you can look, the farther forward you can see. When we spend time reflecting on the past year, we can shorten our learning curve because our success leaves tracks and we can identify clues in our results to take the right action to achieve what we want in the new year. We can also learn valuable lessons, right, from our attempts that we made so we can try something different. So with that in mind, everybody, let's reflect on 2022 real quick so that we can move into 2023 with some intentions. So right now, I encourage you all to write this down onto your notepad or in your Word doc. The first question, what was a win for you in 2023? It can be professional or it can be personal. Just take a moment to think to yourself and write this down onto your notepad or in your Word doc. What is a win for you in 2022? And Hulu, I see a hand raised. Do you have a question so far? Okay, just want to make sure I'm answering any questions we might have. What is a win for you? For me personally, in 2022, professionally, I've become more polished as a facilitator, and I was able to facilitate my own 8-week Dale Carnegie program. So that was a win for me. What was it for you? Now, if you got a chance to write it down, reflect on it, and you're willing to, go ahead and type in the chat. What was a win for you in 2022? Personally, for me, it was I've been in the best shape of my life in 2022, and I plan on continuing that into 2023. So if you're comfortable, go ahead and share in the chat. What was a win for you? So for Kevin, who we will hear later on during this workshop, is confidence. Kevin gained more confidence. And I would hope that tied to your experience in the Dale Carnegie program, Kevin. Oh, congratulations, Gillian. Started a new role. Yeah, that's exciting. It's probably nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time, right? Patient and meeting people where they are. Okay. So learning to be more patient. Promotion. Jane, congratulations. If you had a recent promotion, go ahead and share that in the chat. That is a big win, right? Congratulations on your promotion. I know you did, Jackie Wilson. You completed 75 hard challenge, which is really hard, everybody. If you ask Jackie offline about the 75 hard challenge, she will tell you all about it. Yeah, started a new role. Oh, started a new role, had a baby, and bought an RV. Wow. I don't know if I can compete with that, Whitney. Whew. All right, so on the flip side, so we reflect on some wins. How about what could have been better? Just write this down for yourself, right? We all have things that we're working on. That's okay. Just reflect, be honest with yourself. What could have been better for you in 2022? Take a few seconds, write this down, write it on your Word doc, just for yourself. What could have been better for me in 2022? What could have been better for me in 2022? Maybe I could have listened better. Maybe I could have taken that opportunity that was offered to me, but I was nervous and scared and I didn't do it. What was it for you? We would not share this into the chat. It's okay. Everybody has things that we're working on. It's just for you to have an idea of what's something that you want to continue to work on. Now that we got a sense of where we were, we can head into 2023 with more intentions. And many of us try to do that with our New Year resolutions, right? Type yes in the chat if you have drafted some New Year resolutions for yourself. Type yes if you've thought of some New Year resolutions for yourself. Jackie has, Sean has, Rachel has, Amy has. Yeah, Krista has. Here are some popular things that people set their New Year resolutions on. Go ahead and take a glance. Exercise, eat healthier, lose weight, spend more time with family, save money, reduce stress, quit smoking. Go ahead, also type a category that you see in the screen in the chat that's like, that you might identify with. Is it like, I want to exercise more? I want to save more money. I want to reduce stress. What is it for you? Which of these categories do you identify with? So reducing stress, yeah. Stress is always there, right, Krista? It's like how we work on having a positive perspective on those stress. And I hope with the tools that you gain in the Dale Carnegie Course program, Krista, those tools will help you have a positive outlook on stress. Yeah, quality time with friends. Save money, focus on family, and not work. Well, I have bad news for you all. And you know where I'm going with this, right? Research have shown that after the excitement of the year and the hope of starting something new, those things fade away, we see our resolutions become wishful thinking. Right? Studies have shown that an upward of 91% of those resolutions would fail, including yours. So let's discuss this real quick in the chat. Go ahead and type your ideas in the chat. There's no right or wrong answers. Why do you think we fall short on our resolutions? Just go ahead and share your ideas in the chat. There's no right or wrong answer here. Why do you think we fall short of achieving our New Year resolutions? Yeah, too big of a change. Yeah, like we become too ambitious and we're like either this or nothing, right? And if they're not realistic to our current situation. Yeah, don't match our purpose. Like, why are you doing this? It's nice to be fit, but like if I don't have a strong reason to be fit, why am I doing it? Yeah, lack of time. That's something that's kept popping up. Yeah, easy to find excuses. No one's gonna hold me accountable if I don't do it, right?
Now, can they hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, John. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
sorry.
Oh, you are fine. Great that you're here with us.
Thank you.
We can list all these reasons all day. The point is, we need a better strategy, right? To make sure our resolutions don't just die out after February. Make sure that we are continuing on working on becoming the better versions of ourselves. So that's why we're here. The first thing that we do is this process called start, more or less start, stop. And the idea is we make 4 critical choices every single day. And before I review those 4 critical choices, again, I encourage you all to take some notes, right? Pull up your Word document, take some notes, and as we go along, you get a chance to brainstorm this for yourself. There are 4 critical choices, 4 decisions that we can make every year, every month, every week, every day that would elevate our level of happiness, success, and how we feel about ourselves. This is French philosopher that says life is the C between the B and the D. Life is the C between the B and the D. C stands for choices. Life is the choices that we make between birth and death. Right? Every day we have a chance to make the right choice that moves us towards success. So those 4 critical choices that we have are do more of something, do less of something, start doing something, and stop doing something. When we think about it, there's a hidden 5th one, which is like continue to do something. We'll cover these 4 today. Do more of something, do less of something, start doing something, and stop doing something. When we really think about it, those are the main 4 choices that we have that we can make every day, every week, every month. So at this time, set aside distraction, pull out your notepad, pull out your Word document, and take notes as we go through with this. And we're going to get a chance to go through all 4 of these. So real quick, first one, do more of something. Lucille Ball said, the more you do, the more you can do. So we'll go ahead, everybody, at this time, write down something for you. What is something that you want to do more of in 2023? Something you've already done, but you want to increase maybe the duration or the frequencies that you're already doing it. Maybe go do more development workshops like this one, or do more networking. And when you say, hey, I want to do more of that, you can do yourself a favor by being specific. Like how much more, right? So take this moment to think to yourself, what is something professionally or personally that you want to do more of? Maybe do more meditation. Maybe do 5 minutes, increasing from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. Or hey, there's a book that I'm working on. I want to increase the duration from 15 minutes to an hour a day. What is something that you want to do more of? What is something that you want to do more of? Doing more of something to help you become more successful in 2023. And if you want to share that in the chat, go ahead and type that in chat for us. And this is a chance for us just to learn from each other. And maybe if I hear something, I'm like, ooh, that's great. I want to try that. Maybe I can learn from each of us here. If you want to traveling, okay, so Lexi's want to do traveling. She want to do more of traveling. Maybe she wants to go from once a year to twice a year, right? More networking for sure. Oh, daily gratitude journaling. That's awesome, Krista. Writing. Yeah, that book that you're working on, Kevin. All right, so the opposite of that, doing something, doing less of something. This is decreasing the duration of frequencies, right? Maybe what is a behavior, a habit, a routine that you're currently doing that you can benefit by hacking away and reducing the frequencies? You don't have to eliminate it, but you're reducing it, right? Maybe you're eating more sugar, so reduce that. Or maybe you're quick to anger. What is something that you're doing that's not empowering you to the next level of growing and learning, right? So for Anthony, it's less time online. Just reducing a little bit can free up time, energy, and focus for something greater in your life and in your career, right? Those minutes really add up. What is something that you're doing right now that you want to do less of? Less frustration, less screen time, procrastination. Yeah, we all want to do less of that, Kevin. Yes, so go ahead and type it down, write it down for yourself. And thank you everybody for continuing to share your ideas in the chat because that's helpful for all of us to learn from each other. So thank you all for doing that. Caffeine intake. So maybe going, maybe having instead of going, maybe having coffee every day, maybe you can go to having coffee every other day, right? We can reduce the duration of frequency of something. Now, starting something new is different than doing more of something. Starting something new is something that is brand new in 2023. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't have to see the entire staircase, just take the first step. Small, simple step. What do you want to start that is brand new in 2023? We don't have to go from, let's say if we're talking about exercising, we don't have to go from 0 to an hour at the gym. Maybe we can start from 0 to 15 minutes running, right? Small, simple step. Maybe you want to start reading 10 pages a day, right? Maybe you start signing up for one class this semester. What is something brand new that you want to start in 2023 that you've been putting off? Oh, taking a cheese making class. That's interesting. Ice skating lessons. That's awesome, Lexi. I learned how to ice skate in Europe. It's fun. You're gonna fall a lot, but it's fun. Yeah, one workout class per week, right? We know it's better well done than well said. Actions speak louder than words. So we don't want to just say it, we gotta show it. So write down for yourself. What is something brand new that you want to start in 2020, 2023? Okay, so go to the gym 3 times a week. Nice. Now, the opposite of that is, what is something that you want to stop? What is a habit, a routine, an action that is hurting you, that is taking you away from your goal? Sometimes it's easier to stop doing something than to do less of something. I know it's easier for me not to go to the fridge and grab that brownie than saying, I'm just going to eat half of it, because I don't just eat half of it, I eat the whole thing. So sometimes it's easier to stop doing something rather than doing less of something, right? The truth is, you can't be upset by the results you didn't get or by the work you didn't do. So what is something that you want to stop doing, and think of all the benefits you gain by stop doing those things that get in your way of you achieving your success and your goal in 2023. Maybe you want to stop smoking. Maybe you want to stop watching things. Somebody says, maybe stop being on social media because watching those things are not nourishing to me. Stop working so many hours. So maybe you say, hey, I'm going to start leaving the office by 5. I'm going to stop working till 6:30 p.m. every day. Right? Yeah, we all have different struggles, and this gives us a filtering system throughout the day. Because, hey, this is what I'm going to start doing, and this is what I'm going to stop doing. What is the best use of this moment? 4 critical choices that we make every single day. So everybody right now at this time, go ahead and look at the list that you've made. Look at the goals or things that you say, hey, I'm going to do more of, I'm going to do less of, I'm going to start doing, I'm going to stop doing. And then go ahead and circle 3 most important choices on that list for yourself. It can be from any of these 4 categories. Circle 3 choices from any of these 4 categories that is most important for you to do. Circle 3 of those choices that you've written down for yourself as like, it is most important for me to focus on this year. Go ahead and type done once you've done that in the chat. What are those 3 choices from your list that would be important for you to focus on this year? Stephen is done. Whitney is done. Jeff is done. Gillian's done. Awesome, awesome. 10 more seconds. Mira is done.
Hey, good to see you.
Good morning, Alex. Karen's done. Krista is done. All right. So we're doing all this for what? Right? What's the end goal here? One of the things that we wrote in the chat earlier is we don't have a strong, compelling reason to do these things. That's why we stop our New Year's resolutions. To make sure that we get momentum and to ensure that we are motivated to achieve these things, we gotta have a strong reason. One of the reasons we said is our New Year's resolutions don't last is because we don't have a strong reasons to do it. Jim Quick says, reasons reap results. Reasons reap reward. When we have a strong reason, we are more motivated to work on our goal. Hey, if I know there's a promotion that I'm aiming for, I'm more motivated to say yes to projects. I'm more motivated to attend development workshops, right? If I have a marathon to run for this July, I'm more motivated to go to the gym 5 times a week because I have a strong reasons. Reasons reaps results, and reasons reap rewards. There's a quote on this screen. Type a guess in the chat. Who do you think say these sentences? Whose quote is this from? Very few people and companies clearly articulate why they do what they do. By why, I mean your purpose, cause, and belief. Why do you get out of bed every morning, and why should anybody care? Go ahead and type a guess in the chat. Who do you think said this? Krista, good guess. Dale Carnegie. Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek said, hey, why? What is your purpose? Our visions of success for 2023 is our why. When I say visions, everybody, what comes to your mind? Go ahead and type in the chat. When it says visions, What comes to your mind? What's vision? When it comes to us reaching for our success, what's vision? Go ahead and type in the chat. So future focus, the ultimate state, big picture of success. Okay, we're going to look at the difference between vision and goal in a little bit because they're similar and a lot of people use it interchangeably. They're different. They serve different purposes. Yeah. What is my big goal in the long term? Absolutely. Here at Dale Carnegie, we define vision as the desirable future state. Desirable future state. So with goals we reach, with visions we transform. Right? All the goals that we set to achieve is because we want to become a better version of ourselves. Imagine all of us getting into a car. Everybody imagine you're getting into a car right now and we're all going to Florida on a road trip, right? Our vision is that, hey, we are on a sandy beach in Florida. We're sipping on margaritas. That's the end goal that we all want to go to. That's our vision. That is the desirable future state that we want to get to. We will all leave today with a vision of success for 2023. So here's real quick a difference between visions and goal. So vision, like I say, is a desirable future state. It's the end goal, right? It's a clear image of how you see your future. Today we're going to reflect on what is that clear image for ourselves by the end of 2023. It is what you want to become or create. Vision inspires, motivates you, and keep you excited to do what you do. Anybody had a dream that that was so vivid? Raise your hand if anybody had a dream. I'm not going to ask you to share your dream, but raise your hand if you had a dream that's so vivid that you would wake up either crying or smiling because you can feel it, because you can see it. Raise your hand if you've had those dreams before. So Lexi had. Raise your hand. Yeah, Krista has. If you have a dream that was so vivid that you can feel it, you can see it, that's what your vision should be like. Hey, I can see it and I can feel it. Versus our goals are more specific targets that we want to achieve, right? We can have multiple goals to get us closer to our vision. Goals help us stay focused and on track, right? Goals can be for certain results, certain skills, certain knowledge that we want. We want to be flexible with our goals, but we want to be firm with our vision. We want to be flexible with our goals, but we want to be firm with our visions. For instance, here are some goals that I have. I want to pass the DISC certification by the end of June. Andrew, real quick, can you mute the background noise that I'm experiencing right now? Thank you, Andrew. I want to pass the DISC certification event by the end of June, and I want to finish planning the Hawaii trip that I have for my family. Those are the goals that I have. How does that translate into my visions? Well, on the right, you can see my vision is that clear picture of success that I have for myself. Why do I want to go through this certification? Well, because and as you notice here, I'm putting it in present tense, and we'll talk about why in a little bit. I am even more valuable member of the Dale Carnegie team because now I am a certified DISC personality assessment coach. Right? My strong why is that I'm able to conduct the assessment debrief and I'm able to answer clearly all the questions that my client will have. For my personal goal, my vision is that my family and I are walking on that sandy beach of Honolulu and we're taking family photos. My last name is Fam, so I just use family photos together. Right? We are smiling from ear to ear because we're so happy, so proud of my sister. It's that clear picture that I have for myself that motivates me to work on those goals. When it comes to our visions, we want to focus on 3 words: present, positive, and powerful. Present, positive, and powerful. This is a vision that we can see that we are there, right there. We can feel it and we can see it. That's why we put it present. And it's positive, right? Because it's something that we want to work towards, not something that we want to walk away from. And it's powerful. The clearer that I can see it, the better I'm more motivated to work towards it. Present, positive, and powerful. Here are some more examples of what visions can be like. First one is more of like professional, right? I am a confident leader. I communicate my viewpoints without shutting other people down. I'm confident when engaging in work discussions that impact the bottom line. You can set a vision for your team as well, right? My team is high functioning and high performing. And then you can explain, what does that look like for my team to be high performing and high functioning? Also, you can set a vision for your personal life. Like if you're working on your back, what is that vision for yourself that you see? Hey, my back is as strong as ever. I'm able to deadlift and do crunches and have free range of motion, and I feel alive. Right now, everybody close your eyes real quick. Everybody close your eyes. If you're on the screen, I can see you, so don't cheat. Everybody close your eyes. Okay, Seven closes, Whitney close her eye, Lorna close her eye. And imagine it's December 2023. December 2023. And you are as successful as you can be. What does that look like for you? What do you see? How do you feel? What have you accomplished? What is that clear picture for yourself, December 2023? Think of that real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody open your eyes. And at this time, jot down some thoughts and jot down a vision statement for yourself that could start with I am, or it could be for your team, or could it be for your personal life, and make sure it's in the present tense. Go ahead and write down that statement for yourself. And you can glance at the examples that I have on the screen. What is that visions that you have for yourself? Starting with I am, or make sure it's in the present tense because you are there, you can see it, and you can feel it. Aim for at least one vision that you can have for yourself, either professional or personal. What does success look like for you by December 2023? Maybe you're working on your promotion. So that visions of success for yourself is, I'm sitting in my new office with my nameplate on the door because I've been promoted to this manager position, and my teams would come in to congratulate me. What is that vision that you have for yourself of success by December 2023? Type done when you have at least one vision that you have written for yourself. Sarah, you're quick. You're good at this. Type done when you have written at least one vision for yourself. Starting with I am, present tense, positive, powerful. Krista is done. Leslie is done. Julio is done. Karen is done. Jeff is done with a big smiley emoji. All right, now everybody, with the vision that you've written, think to yourself, and then you can type a number in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you have achieved that vision, how meaningful is it for you? They look at your vision that you've written and say, hey, if I have achieved this vision, how meaningful is it for me on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being really meaningful, 1 is like, eh. What is it for you? Wow. Right? Thinking about powerful. If the more meaningful our visions are, the more we're motivated to work on our visions. Because, hey, if I achieve that, that would be really meaningful for me. Right? Imagine if your vision is taking that road trip, long-awaited road trip with your daughter, and you're hiking on a mountain, you're taking a selfie, laughing together, and that's meaningful for you. You're going to be more motivated to make sure that's a reality. That's awesome. I see 8, 9, 10. It's amazing. So we don't just write our visions. We got to get a chance to discuss and share our visions. In a little bit, we'll hop into a breakout with a few other professionals. And if we want, we can share what is one vision that we have written for ourselves, just one vision that you have written for yourself, and then tell your group on a scale of 1 to 10, how meaningful would you rate it if you have achieved your visions? So when we're in a breakout, we will put you in a breakout. All you need to do is just hit join. Once you're in there, just go ahead and somebody go first. Just share what is one vision that you have and how meaningful is it for you if you achieve that vision. Who has the first question before we do that? Who has the first? Let me make sure I see. Okay, so we don't see any questions right now. Andrew, go ahead and open the breakout groups for everybody. If you're on the other side, go ahead and just hit join, and we'll spend 5 minutes in there. And then go ahead when you're in there, share your vision, and then share how meaningful is it for you if you achieve your vision. Let's go. Thank you, Andrew. Julia, are you willing to come off mute real quick and let us know how was that meaningful for you?
Well, I definitely derive a lot of joy and inspiration from seeing other people, like you said it a few times already, becoming a better version of themselves, professionals, driven people, and in short, elevating the level of these classes. You are a fantastic facilitator. I know you know that, but just to see other people engaging and being energized by the class, it just, to me, this completes the experience. Obviously, your facilitation is awesome, but the fact that we have people willing to participate and share and be authentic, it's an awesome thing.
Thank you, Julio. We offer the platform and the opportunity. It is up to you, right, to make the most out of it and to gain the most from it, right? Tolan's wrote, love it. That's great. Evan, what was great about it for you? Evan McPeak, what was great about it for you?
Yeah, I just think being able to share kind of, what's on our minds and just kind of be able to hear that from other folks as well, because there's things that you can certainly write down and think of,
Yeah.
but just to kind of say it out loud and kind of talk about it, it's very helpful, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's a good
Yeah.
piece here, good piece there. So I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, absolutely. People tend to, thank you, Evan. People tend to act in a way that are consistent with their value and their commitment. So once we share those commitments with other people, we're like, oh my God, now I actually have to follow because I've shared it and now it's becoming more real for me. We got a chance to discuss that in a group, right? We just did that earlier. Right now, I mean, we're going to leave in 30 minutes and 15 minutes. We're not going to have each other to hold us accountable. Who are the people in our lives that we can share our vision with? Go ahead and type that in the chat. Who is someone in your life that you can share your visions with? For me, I share my visions with my team. And as a team, we share our visions and we revisit our visions on a monthly basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis as well to keep them alive. Because what we focus on grows. What we pay attention to gets done. Who is someone in your life that you can share your visions with? Go ahead and type that in the chat. Oh, your wife, Kevin. That's awesome. Amy, when you say Kevin, are you talking about your partner?
Yes, at 48 years old, it feels weird to say boyfriend, so just put his name there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Partner is a nice word too. Thanks, Tree.
Husband, wife. So in our Dale Carnegie program, we also are intentional about helping you achieve your visions. And specifically, we do that by focusing on the 5 drivers of success. Dale Carnegie started teaching public speaking in 1912. He quickly realized people don't need presentation skills to become successful. However, successful people who reach their visions possess these 5 critical drivers of success. Self-confidence, people skills, communication skills, leadership skills, and they're able to manage their stress and worry. So let's have some fun with this real quick. Everybody, if you're able to pull out your device real quick, pull out your phone and scan the QR code that we have on the screen. It's going to take you to a quick survey. It's pretty much just 2 questions. And it's going to allow you to rate which of these 5 drivers of success is most critical for you to work on to achieve your vision. So go ahead and pull out your phone, everybody, pull out your device and scan the QR code that we have on the screen. It's going to take you to a Microsoft form, and you can quickly fill out your name, and then you're going to rank which of these drivers of success, you're going to rank them in order of most important to least important for you to work on your visions. Go ahead and take a moment and do that right now. And then we'll be able to share this on the screen. It's going to be anonymous. You're not going to see your names on the screen, but I'm going to share it real quick with everybody so you can kind of have an idea of where everybody ranks themselves. You look at number 2. So it looks like self-confidence, actually leadership skills, and way to manage stress and worry are, there we go. So it looks like managing stress and worry and leadership skills and also self-confidence are things that's really important to a lot of us here in this chat. The good news is in our Dale Carnegie program, you get a chance to work on all those skills that we have. And you might be wondering, so how do we really do that in the program? Here's just some examples and some of the skills that we learn as to how we do that in the program. For example, we talk about building self-confidence. Individuals in the program get the opportunity to leverage their strengths from previous experience, and they also get to try new things that would expand them outside of their comfort zone, right? And if we're talking about developing leadership skills, Dale Carnegie has a set of principles, we call them demonstrate your leadership, to inspire change without resistance. But you don't have to take my word for it, right? We get a chance right now to hear from 2 graduates from our program and get the chance to hear from their point of view. So at this time, everybody, please give us your warmest welcome. You can type welcome in the chat to our 2 past graduates. First, Krista from Keeley Construction, who is a human resource generalist, and then Kevin, who's Director of Quality and Logistics from Dita North. So we get a chance right now to get to hear from them and their insights, and specifically, they will share their thoughts on the following questions. First of all, they're going to let us know how was their experience, and how did the experience help them achieve their vision. And at the end, what is the recommendations that they would make for all of us, and why should we do it? So at this time, either Krista and Kevin, which one of you would like to go first would work for us?
I'm happy to go first.
Oh, thank you, Krista. Please go ahead.
All right, so starting with the first one, how to sum up the Dale Carnegie program. For me, the Dale Carnegie course was really an 8-week intensive into becoming the best version of myself. And so for me, that was on both a personal and professional level. And I did that through study, mentorship with our 2 facilitators that we had, and then lots and lots of weekly practice. The vision, and I completed Dale Carnegie in the fall of 22, so fairly recently.
Yeah.
The vision that I had set for myself was to continue to uphold a professional reputation in the workplace, but to get comfortable with vulnerability in order to build more genuine and trusting relationships with my leadership team. my experience with the Dale Carnegie program really helped me to achieve this by giving me small, actionable steps towards my vision that I could practice week after week within that small group class setting, which to me definitely felt more safe and comfortable. And so over those 8 weeks, and then now after continuing the practice, I will say it has been a total success. I have found a really great balance between being the typical, very buttoned up version of myself that I've always been, but being able to let colleagues in when the time is right and when it seems appropriate, to be able to, again, remind them that we're all human and that I can connect to them on more personal matters.
Yay!
Yes. So based on my experience, the action that I recommend to this group specifically to take is to really make you a priority in 2023. Invest in yourself and your well-rounded development. The benefit in doing this is becoming that true people leader within your organization and harnessing skills that are really invaluable in any setting, whether it be in the workplace or in your personal life as well.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome, Krista. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin, how about you?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kevin Spies. I will tell you that my experience with the Dale Carnegie course was instrumental in regaining my confidence as a leader. And I also discovered that my niche as an influencer. Quick background, I've gone 20, 25 years now. Every position I've ever had in my entire career has been in a leadership position, whether it was in the Army, corporate, volunteer organizations, always has been. So I've always been comfortable in front of people. That has never been a problem. But I will tell you that this is that vulnerable side that almost 6 years ago, I was walloped with some cancer that was extremely life-threatening. And while I was fighting for my life over that, some serious changes took place in that. One of them was the physical changes that really helped me lose a lot of confidence in myself to where I didn't want to necessarily be in front of others anymore. And I became withdrawn. And that's a long, hard process to go through. And then ended up hitting the Dale Carnegie course here this past October, November. And I will tell you that that was a life transition right then and there. It was real quick. They force you to be in front of others. There is no hiding. I will be completely honest. There is no hiding in the Dale Carnegie course. Worst case scenario, they'll put you in a giant circle up against the wall, so that way you can't hide behind it. Great. But because of that, over that 8 weeks, I had completely regained my confidence to be in front of others once again and lead from the front. That's what I'm used to doing. And that was a big one. But the real game changer on my vision is that it changed. About halfway through it, I learned that I was more of an influencer to others. And when I actually took a step back, humbled myself a little bit, and really influence others towards their success, I achieved a lot more joy in my own success. And it was even greater than had I succeeded on my own. So that was the game changer right there. I will tell you that when you say yes to Dale Carnegie, and I know you all are going to, otherwise you wouldn't be on this call. My action for you would be to leave your fears at the door and go all in. If you're not willing to be vulnerable and go all in, you are not going to get the full benefit that this course can offer. And that benefit is going to be a complete recognition of who you really are. You're going to get that confirmation from the other team members, and you're going to have a complete transformation who you want to be. So congratulations to anybody who decides to choose to do the Dale Carnegie. It's going to be a great benefit for all of you.
Wow. Wow. Everybody give Kevin and Krista a big round of applause. Type your kudos in the chat. Wow. Thank you, Kevin, Krista. Krista, it sounded like the experience has elevated your relationships with those around you. And I love the fact you say make you a priority in 2023. And Kevin, the lives we live are the lessons that we teach, right? And thank you for inspiring us with your courage and your confidence. If Kevin and Krista inspire you, and I am certainly inspired, check out these upcoming Dale Carnegie Course dates that we have. We have programs for both St. Louis, Kansas City, as well as Columbia, Missouri. We want to meet you where you are. And we have programs in different months of the year. With these programs, you would meet with the same group of people, right? Once a week for 8 weeks. Sometimes you'll be in a circle, sometimes you'll be in front of a group. The whole goal is how can we develop our skills to be more confident, to hone our communications and leadership skills. One cool thing is that you get to network and discuss with professionals from different organizations who are facing similar challenges like you, and together you get support and insights from each other. Just an FYI, we do partner with SHRM and Human Resource Certifications Institute and the Project Management Institute. So you will get credits towards your certifications with those organizations by joining these courses. So right now we have a few minutes for question. Who has the first question about these dates or the Dale Carnegie Course program? Go ahead and come off mute if you have a quick question for us.
Hi, Tree, it's Steph. Thanks for putting this together today.
Yeah, absolutely.
The energy has been fantastic, and so I certainly am going to have a great day today. Couple questions.
Yes.
I want to make note because I oversaw it, so I want to make sure that nobody else does. I'm going specifically tied to St. Louis.
Yes.
The February sessions are morning, the March sessions are evening. So for those of us that are working professionals, the evening session might be better. Because of course I'm ready to jump right in. I've told Liz, I'm committed. I told Liz I was doing it. So I'm holding myself accountable, but
yes.
Is it one day a week? Is that what it is?
It is 1 day a week for 8 weeks. And
Okay.
each session is around 3 to 3.5 hours. All right.
Yeah.
I know what a lot of you might say, 3 hours, what we're going to do in that program. We've had participants and graduates.
You don't have to sell yourself. We're doing it. It's gonna be fantastic. It's self-development. It makes us better. It makes us better people, better moms, better dads, better friends, better children, better colleagues, and better leaders, right? Otherwise, those of us on the call, why are we here?
Yeah. Thank you, Steph. All right, so we are almost out of time. In respect for everybody's time, feel free to stay on the call, and we would love to answer any more questions you may have. We'll reach out to you. We'll send you a couple of links so you can see the investment that you'll be putting in for this program. Let's wrap up here real quick. And first, everybody go ahead and type in the chat. What is one word that you would describe your experience today? If you're going to sum up your experience with us today, with this power hour that we just went through, what is one word that you would describe? Energetic, momentum. Yeah, we want to build that momentum so we can catapult ourselves into success in 2023. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Steph, we will. All right, next one. Going forward, based on your experience today, what is something that you would do going forward, and why would you do that? For instance, you can say, I'm going to be more consistent working on my goals, and the benefit is that I transform into a better version of myself. What is something that you're going to do differently going forward based on your experience today, and why would you want to do that? Okay, so Gillian wants to be consistent with the goals and then track the goals. What else? Be more mindful about goal setting. Yeah, and follow through and consistently. Accountability. What will you do differently going forward, and what's the benefit to you when you do that? Living in daytime compartments to reduce that stress that you mentioned earlier, Krista. Yeah, Absolutely. All right, last thing. How might the Dale Carnegie course fit into your development journey? How might the Dale Carnegie course fit into your development journey? Feel free to type that in chat. How might the Dale Carnegie course program fit into your development journey? You've got a chance to hear from Krista, got a chance to hear from Kevin. Help set you apart from other people. Storytelling is one powerful way to motivate people to action. Provide accountability. Absolutely. You meet every single week and you revisit your visions and you work on your goals together. Become a better person, both professional and personal. Absolutely. So we're at the end of our workshop with each other today, and we want to leave you with this quick story. There's a boy who loves going to the fish store. And every time he goes to the fish store, he wants to see the sharks. He loves the sharks. There are 3 shark tanks. There's a small tank, there's a medium-sized tank, and there's a big tank. And then the boys notice that in the small tank, the shark is small. In the medium tank, the shark is medium-sized. And in the big tank, the shark is big. So he would ask his dad, like, Dad, why are they different sizes? And the dad said, well, it makes sense because the size of the tank determines the size of the shark. The size that the shark grows to depends on where they are, what tank they are in. Right? Small shark is small because it grows in a small tank. Similarly, we are creating opportunities to enlarge our tank in 2023 so that we can have the room to grow. They say dreams die within your comfort zone. When we bring a big tank and actively creating those opportunities for us to grow, put ourselves in an environment that is conducive for us to expand ourselves, we rise to the challenge and transform into a better version of ourselves. So the last questions that we have for you all today is, are you bringing a small tank or a big tank in 2023? Thank you, everybody, for joining us with this Power Hour. And I hope that you walk away with a strong visions of success for 2023. And we will see you in our Dale Carnegie Course program. Thank you, everybody. And for those of us who have, you're welcome. For those of us who have questions, feel free to linger on a few minutes and we will love to answer any questions you might have. If not, have a happy new year. Have a wonderful rest of your day and wishing you success in 2023. Bye, Shelly. Bye, Krista. Krista and Kevin, thank you again for your insights and your time today. And Krista, I believe I sent you a message about what's the best way to send you a thank you card. So if you can share that with me, I would greatly appreciate it.
I will.
See you
Thanks,
Friday,
Bree.
Jackie.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
We'll see you Friday. We're going to miss you, Krista, on Friday. We'll see you in February.
I'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Krista.
Oh.
Where would I be able to find something to find out like how much the courses are?
Mm-hmm. So I will share with you the link. So which location would you be interested in? Would it be St. Louis, I would imagine?
Yeah, St. Louis, yeah.
Okay. It's so just to give you an idea, the investment is around 2,100, I believe. So like, don't quote me, but it's around 2,100 per person.
Okay.
And you would be enrolling through your organization, or would you be joining on your own?
No, through my organization.
Okay. So check with your organizations because they might have a certain partnership with us, and that's something that they would take care on their end.
Okay.
Any individual who would sign up by themselves, the investment is around 2,100 for the 8-week development program.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely, Shelley. Thank you
All right.
so much for your time and for
All right.
joining us today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Tolan, I see that you're still here with us. Do you have a question?
All right, Tree.
Andrew?
Yeah, I will
Thank
see you in about an hour or so. Just let me know when the outreach sequences are set up.
I will. I'll work on it after I'm done with iCare Partner.
Okay, sounds good.
Great job,
All right.
Tree. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you, Andy. Thanks for the feedback.
Bet.
It looks like you're working from home today.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the eye care partners call in an hour as well, and then head in the office and work with Liz a little bit later.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I'll see you in an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
See you, Andrew.